All right, well, I want to thank you all for coming out. What a gorgeous day. This is just beautiful. We've got beautiful blue water, beautiful blue sky. Isn't this why we choose to live in southern Arizona?
Yes.
I want to start off by recognizing some influential people that helped move this project forward. I want to certainly recognize our board. President Batchelor has just spoken. Treasurer Crothers is here as well. Secretary Hillier is here. I have seen Director Blake, Director Dingman, Director Cardin, and Director Dean. Am I missing anybody? I got Carol and Beth. And there you go. If I missed anybody, I'm probably in big trouble. I certainly want to thank the Planning and Evaluation Committee for their contribution to this project, the Aquatic Subcommittee for their contribution, the Swim Club certainly because they were influential in this process, as well as the Aquabells. As you can see, this pool was actually designed for the Aquabells since it's 8.5 feet deep, so they can do some great, gymnastics. I'm not quite sure what it's called, but I can't wait to see it. I certainly want to thank the active members that came out to participate in all of the community meetings that we had that live in the Fairways neighborhoods as well as Country Club. I want to thank David Aqua Design. He was the architect that designed the pool. We want to thank AJ and Tim and Cimarron Pools for their contribution. They're the ones that pulled this together and built this beautiful pool for us. We want to thank our staff. Very helpful in pulling this off. This is a big project. GVR doesn't usually build things, so we usually inherit things once they're built. So it's nice that we can move forward with the project and have such a great turnout. Certainly want to thank the band as well for being here. Thank you very much. We appreciate the band. I want to give you all a very brief history on this pool in case you don't know. This pool was first constructed in 1963. Long time. This is the first pool that was in our inventory. In fact, it was here before GVR was GVR. In 1980, a crack formed. Repairs were made. The crack reappeared in 2001. Repair was made. The crack returned in 2009. Soil testing was performed, and it was determined that there was quite a bit of settlement under the pool, which really caused the pool to start leaning in one direction, which contributed to the pool. In 2020, there was a lot of water loss that was suspected. There were leak detectors brought in to evaluate the pool. It's our understanding that at that time, there was 250 gallons of water leaking out of this pool in a 24-hour period. That is substantial. So we knew we had to do something. In May of 2020, the pool was closed. And the board asked the P&E to move forward with recommendations on how we're going to meet the needs, the future needs, the demands of our members in rebuilding this pool. I got here in about January of 21, almost 2 years, and David Dunn, the facilities director, and I went out and met with the community members and really talked about what their needs and interests and wants were for this pool. So we had a big turnout. At least 65 people participated in those discussions, which was great. We took all that information back to our Planning and Evaluation Committee, where we were able to develop a recommendation for our board. In May of 2021, there we go, the board approved the design of this pool, and then shortly after that, we went out for bid. Cimarron Pools was the contractor that was selected for this project. And then in December of 21, 1 year ago, the project started. They started excavating the old pool and moving forward. So We expected this pool would be finished in about September or October. We're a few minutes late, which is frankly not that bad considering supply chain and labor issues. So it could have been a lot worse. Things, as you know, are never as cheap as we would like them to, and with cost escalations over the last few years, this was a pretty expensive project. At the end of the day, this was a $1.3 million project. I think it was well worth it. At the end of the day, look at this. We've done a great job. Again, I do want to recognize the Aquabelles as the longest standing club here at GVR. They've had a huge influence on this project. Again, we designed the deep end with the Aquabelles in mind. Joyce Finkelstein had a huge impact on the location of these stairs. We originally had them off in the L location over here. Joyce didn't like that, and she told me. And so we agreed and said, okay, we're going to center them, which makes sense. And so they will be forever known as the Joyce Finkelstein stairs. I would like you all to know that the jacuzzi is 97 degrees. This pool right now is 81, which is, for a swim club, that is not too cold. But this is an important day, so I'm hoping that we can get the club and a few others to jump into this pool as soon as we cut this ribbon. And then you can jump over to the jacuzzi and warm up. So, with that, if you're planning to jump into this pool, please gather around. I'm going to ask the board and anybody else that wants to participate to come up to this ribbon where we can all grab the scissors and cut this ribbon and open up this pool. 1, 2, 3, go! This pool is open! Jump in!